Absolutely.
So let's make
Absolutely.
it happen.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Heyman.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Heyman.
Let me call Al Heyman.
I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.
One night. Got your hat. Got your hat. Got your hat.
Floyd Mayweather just unleashed hell on Jake Paul during their latest altercation and is taking the fight world by storm. Yes, Money Mayweather just went all out at the YouTuber turned boxer. No holds barred. So our guy Floyd here always had a hunch that this kid was bound to do something that would rattle the entire boxing scene, and he decided to take one for the team and humble the former Disney star. Jake needs to understand that he hasn't become the king of the fight world by picking up a couple of knockout wins against washed up athletes, and Floyd has set the message loud and clear: you're a nobody. Jake Mayweather didn't just verbally dismantle Paul, they also delivered a masterclass in intimidation. The physical presence of the undefeated champion was overwhelming for the younger fighter. Every intense stare and move from Mayweather seemed to get under Paul's skin and mess with his head. The best part, we've got it all on camera. Let's break it down. This brawl was straight up. While I mean, we seen pushing and shoving before, but this was next level. Mayweather was in Jake's face, man, and let me tell you, Jake didn't back down at first, but when Mayweather started landing those shots, you could see the shock on Jake's face, and that's when things got real. They went ham. Security was trying to break it up, but it was too late. Mayweather was on a mission, so let's talk about the real reason Mayweather went off on Jake Paul. It isn't just about Jake talking trash, it's about disrespecting the whole boxing legacy. Mayweather, the man, the legend, he's seen it all. He's fought the best of the best, and now this kid who got famous on YouTube thinks he's on the same level as Ally and Tyson. Come on, man. And Floyd's been watching this kid run his mouth for too long, acting like he's the next big thing, calling out legends and tarnishing the sport. Mayweather's like, enough is enough. He's worked his whole life to build up boxing, and he ain't going to let some YouTuber come in and ruin it. This ain't about money, it's about respect. Mayweather's defending the honor of this sport. He's showing Jake and the whole world that you can't just talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. And let's be real, Jake got a taste of that walk, and he didn't like it. Like Floyd always says, I'm the best ever, and proved it again, not just with his boxing skills, but by standing up for what's right here. Meow, folks. Jake's status as a legitimate boxer is still a topic of discussion, fighting a couple of retired NBA players and MMA stars and losing to Tommy Fury make you a big enough boxer to step into the ring with Mike Tyson. Unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you know the problem child is set to step into the ring with Iron Mike, and this fight has picked the fight world off. Let's be honest, this matchup has somewhat started growing on us from a boxing point of view. Is dreadful, you know. Apart from all the entertaining trash talk between Mike and Jake, Floyd knows this fight is bad news for Paul because he's not been tested against a seasoned pro yet. Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing is good for what he's doing, but once it fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad press. Subscribe for Elite Combat Production. Yet Paul, I mean, as of right now, what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing, but once it fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad. And let me tell you, it doesn't get any more real than freaking Mike Tyson. Let's talk about Mike. This ain't no joke, guys. We're talking about the original bad boy of boxing, the man who knocked out opponents like lights. Tyson was a beast in his prime, and let's be real, he still got that killer instinct even at 58. This dude's an insane. He's been posting clips of his workouts, and it's like he's 25 again. One of Floyd's biggest criticisms of Jake Paul is his readiness to fight elite boxers. Specifically, Floyd has been vocal about Jake's audacious challenge to Canelo Alvarez. Canelo, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, is in a different league altogether. Floyd's words were clear in cutting: Jake isn't ready for a fighter like Canelo. Get up by Canelo. Floyd Mayweather predicted long ago that Jake Paul would stir up trouble in the boxing world, and guess what? That's exactly what happened. Jake Paul's obsession with fighting and Tyson became one of the most viewed of stories in boxing. Jake Paul, you got to give him credit for taking on this challenge. He's fought some big guys before, sure, but Tyson is on a whole different level. This is the man who knocked out Michael Spinks in 91 seconds. 91 seconds, and let's not forget about Evander Holyfield. Tries Jake's definitely in the toughest fight of his career, but here's the thing Floyd doesn't give two flying hoots about who the problem child steps into the ring with. The whole boxing community knows this is this celebrated money fight that's going to be a big payday for both athletes, and Floyd's never against money fights, but Jay acting like he's better than Tyson. I would win serious as a heart attack. I think he thinks that he would knock me out, and I think that is maybe the reason why he doesn't want to do the fight, cause I think he wants to avoid maybe knocking me out. He doesn't realize how good you are. If he knew, maybe he would, maybe the fight would happen. You think you can knock him out? Can I ask you a question? I think there's a very, very high chance of that he's not the same fighter that hit once, wasn't he? That's just straight up disrespect, and Floyd isn't taking it lying down. I mean, it gets on our nerves when Cole acts like he's in the big league, so you can only imagine how furious the boxing legends get when they see a newbie athlete come for them. So as a result, Money Mayweather decided to humble Jake Paul. Had dropped a bombshell at the form of a verbal smackdown, and oh boy, was a brutal. Get this, Jake Paul just fought Mike Perry, got the win by Cohen. The 6th round, 3 knockdowns looked impressive, right? But don't get it. Basically calling out Jake's opponents, saying they're not real boxers. And let's be real, compared to the guys Floyd fought, these dudes are like sparring. Parker Mayweather's on a mission to expose Jake. Man, he's putting pressure on him to back out of the Mike Tyson fight. In the comments section with your Fox, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing news. See you in the next video.